Christianity? I love Christianity. Did you know that?
Yeah.
No.
But he said, but show me one. Show me a Christian.
Wow.
I love it. Where are they? Guys, we are the disciples. We're the disciples. We're Christians. We're called by the Lord. And it's time to really show the world through our life by being mature in the faith and the cross and going out to reach the nations. So guys, thank you. That's the lesson for today. But So let's have some good news sharing. Let's hear about what God is giving us opportunity to do what God's doing through our lives. And then let's go show what we'll get a couple minutes of fellowship. Any good news?
So I was sharing my Facebook about today, and the lady who I started sharing with tells me while I'm Jewish. And so then I said, oh, okay, so you go to and she goes, I don't really want to talk about this. And I was like, well, why not? And she was like, well, I don't. And so I was like, okay, well, I mean, if you really believe, then. And I didn't finish that sentence. She got up and she walked away. That's why I did this.
Yeah, I'm excited. Elena met this girl in last time. She's a teenager. They went to like a theater program. And this girl is awesome. We got together 2 times already. And she's just so open and incredible. We're going to be together tomorrow again. She's amazing. And she's a teen. She's encouraging. So I'm very happy. Please be praying for her. She's awesome. She's half Trini.
Come on, Trini.
Half
Only half though.
But she's really awesome. So she's loving me.
Come on.
Okay, I have a few pieces of good news. There's one guy that earlier this semester I studied with. His name was Ivan Nash. So we were studying. I'm thinking like, this is my guy. This is the guy I'm focusing on. He's insane, but it's awesome. So then he falls off the map. Like I'm calling him, he doesn't return calls. I'm just like, what's going on with him? Then he messaged me over Facebook that he was like sick or something. I'm like, okay, do you need anything? Okay, call me back. So after that whole week has gone by, he just wasn't returning my phone call. And then this past week, he called me over on Sunday, and he's like, hey, Jabriel, I know I haven't called you, but can we meet up? I'll talk to you. I'll tell you everything that happened. And so I just really appreciate his heart. You know, some people like you study and they fall off, like they're ashamed or they're embarrassed. You know, it hits their pride that they let someone down. But I just appreciate his heart to want to be open, his openness to let me know what's going on. That shows, okay, there's a soft heart we have to definitely build to make sure a friendship, there's still open line of communication. Yeah, so I appreciate that. And then another piece of good news is just I was encouraged. Today I had a rough day at work, but then after work I was just like, man, you know what will make things better? I just need to share my faith. So then I'm on the train heading up there to get some tutoring by Jessica in my French. And then so I get on a train, I squeeze in, and then there's this lady. I see she pulls out this book. I didn't see the printing of it. It was just like it was a white guy in a suit. I'm just like, then I look on the cover is Joel Osteen, and it's his book 7 Days of Happiness. So I was like, And so I'm talking to her and she tells me she reads all his books, that she watches him every single Sunday. She was really passionate, and I'm really wanting to know okay, what are you so passionate about this guy for? What is it? And then we started to talking about. I told him I'm not knocking or anything like that, but what I've seen a lot of people do is that they'll just take the person and not what they're actually saying in the word. If you read the word, you don't have to happiness from a book that's not even really using the Bible or something, So I was talking to her. She's a 7-day Adventist, but I was like, hey, you really need to come out to my church on Sunday. And she's like, okay, yeah, I'll come to church on Sunday. I'm like, I'll save you a seat. She's like, okay. So that's a good news.
Guys, let's go quickly in the last couple.
Queens.
Okay. Last week I was sitting on the train, and I just realized it was the middle of the day, and I realized that, okay, well, I had to share my faith throughout the entire day, and I was going to go home, and I'm like, okay, if I go home, I'm going to do homework, and I'm not going to go out to share it all. And there's this lady sitting next to me, and I'm like, okay, I really want to share with her, but I don't want to creep her out and just like ask her, hey, do you want to come to church? So she had like the nicest nails ever. So I'm like, oh, I like her nails. And she goes, oh, I just did them, yada, yada, yada. We're just talking having this nail talk. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if you're interested or if you worship at all, this is a yada, yada. So I invited her out, and she cried. She started tearing up, and I was like, oh, are you okay? Did I say anything that offended you? And she was like, no, I just had a very rough day, and I was just thinking in my head about God, and then you came, you sat here, and you invited me to church, and then she was just tearing up, and saying like, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what? It was totally God. And last week she was supposed to come, but she couldn't come because something was happening. She lives in the Bronx actually, and she's from Hungary. Wow. Down on nations. I'm gonna definitely follow up with her, and she's gonna come this Sunday. That was so awesome because we've been talking. So it was just like, it amazes me because sometimes like I shut my mouth and I don't share, and I was convicted myself how many people are crying when they go back home and they don't share. So I was convicted myself.
Real, I didn't make anyone cry this week like Ashley did. Man, it was a good week, tough week. But I want to lift up Annie and Megan from the audience. They've been studying with a bunch of girls like every week. So there's always a study that they're doing. And Sabrina down there, they're studying with her. She's really close.
Come on, Sabrina.
Sabrina. There's this one guy that I've been really, I was praying for like this one guy to study the Bible all the way through. And there's this guy, his name is Sean. He's been studying, doing discipleship on Sunday, studying the verse, and people are watching him.
I was just thinking through, and I think I spent time at every single disciple at CCNY today, like in some way or form, through base sale and studying these times. It's crazy, but I think everyone's been working so hard, like very, very hard at CCNY, really, really hard. But I specifically wanted to hear about Lauren and Brenda. And that same day, Lauren texted me, I want to start studying again. And then yesterday, Brenda texted me, hey Sam, I'm ready to see God with all my heart. And today we did like a recap study, which was amazing.
That's awesome.
Her heart is so changed. She's had like a year apart from us or whatever, but she's back and like she's like, I want to do this. Like this is it, And I'm just so proud of you guys and happy that you're really going after her.
That's some great news to kind of close out right there. And guys, I just want to give us all the charge as we leave here tonight. Let's really be focused on really forcefully advancing and seeing over this week and next week who can really come to a faith in the Lord. And let's go out there really as a team, as a family, and let's make some disciples. You guys did a great job tonight. Come on.